So welcome again guys. So this is the second part of the previous session in which we are basically writing the code, the Arduino code for our Alexa based home automation system, and we are covering the Adafruit IO connection code for communicating with the platform. So let's jump directly there, and if you are joining right now, please visit the first session, the first tutorial of this series, and you can understand the code from there. Fine. So this is the red field which we have already defined there, and after that we need to define the green. So that we can basically take the data which is coming to that topic. As we have already discussed in our previous session, that the IFTTT is publishing the data to the broker, Adafruit broker, and we as a NodeMCU subscribe to the specific topic on this broker, and the topic is basically red for the red LED and green for green LED. So this is the whole part which we have discussed earlier, and now we need to write the sketch from using this library of Adafruit.io, Adafruit MQTT library. This is the library we are using, 400 stars, Adafruit MQTT library, for connecting to this. So for connecting to this dashboard, this automation one, we have created this dashboard, and now we need to send data from our NodeMCU using this sketch, which I will. So first we'll explain this one. This green is defined for subscribing to this green topic. This one is basically the green feed connected to this green feed, and it is connected to the red feed. And now so now we need to subscribe to this topic in setup method. So the topic name is red and green, so we need to subscribe this one, ampersand red and ampersand green, and we are basically using this sketch as our reference, and Adafruit MQTT callback, this one MQTT underscore ESP8266 underscore callback. We will make this our reference, and we will code this from it, because in this sketch, for if the message come to the topic, we are basically checking this in while loop, and I don't think this is the better approach. The better approach will be the second sketch of the same library. In this one, in the setup method, we are basically setting callback to these methods, and we are, as the data comes to this topic, this whole method is called, and these functions are performed. Fine. So what I am doing right here is using this sketch as a reference, and we will delete methods for subscription. For these types of subscription, we will use the technique which is used in this sketch. Okay, so first we need to delete this type of subscription, and the second one is we are not publishing anything, so delete this one. And the third thing is we should ping to the broker, because we are not publishing anything, so we need to ping to the broker So uncomment this, and so that our connection will be keep alive, and we are only subscribing to it, so we need to make this so let's check another step. So MQTT connect, ping, and the third thing which we need to put here is let's check this sketch, and the third thing will be this one. This is the process packet. If any packet will be lost or it can't, this will be basically wait for incoming subscription packet and callback. Busy subloops, try to spend your time here. Okay, so basically this will print the missing packets on serial monitor. If any packet misses, it will print that on serial monitor, and this is the internal functionality of Adafruit. Specifically this is not related to MQTT subscriptions, because in journal libraries this types of functions are not used. So now we need to set the callback. Okay, MQTT connect is the same, and this is all the similar kind. So we need to set these callbacks. Let me add this one to our sketch. So in this sketch, before subscribing you need to set the callback, and callback will be set for your object, your subscription object. So we are defining two functions here, red callback and green callback, and we will define those functions. First make this. Okay, so we have red and green, both are calling these callbacks when some data comes. Fine, to these topics. So we need to define those functions right now. So before setup I will define those functions. Let me copy a snapshot so that I could basically type. Okay, so it will be red callback, and the second one will be green callback, and it will return character pointer data, and the length of the data which is coming here. Okay, so we will check if data pointer is equal to 1, checking the character pointer, and if it is 1, we will basically turn on the red light. So before that we need to define our pins, red pins and green pins both, so that we can do these things right here. So define it, it's very easy. Let me first check it. Okay, so first we need to define the pins. So it can be defined anywhere. Let me define in the feeds. Const int red pin will be D5. You can use D0. Let me comment this out. D0 if you don't have any LED, if you don't have external LED. This is basically the built-in pin on Node MCU. Okay, so the second pin will be green pin, which will be D6. I have connected it to D6 in my setup. I will share the circuit diagram as well. Okay, so comment it like we have another pin which is I think it will be D4, I think. Okay, let me search on internet. Okay, D0 and D4, these two are built-in LEDs. LED built-in and built-in LED. You can also, this is the alias of the same pin. Okay, so D2 and D0 and D4, D0 and D4. If you don't have LED, don't have external LEDs, don't have, fine. So we have that, we are actually connected the pin of D5 and D6. So let me set up the pin mode in setup function, setup method. So you can come now to this setup, and let me make this pin mode red pin to output, and the second one green pin to output as well. If you are using any button or similar kind of input devices, you will define it as input. And if you need to send data from Adafruit, basically from NodeMCU to Adafruit, then you will definitely use some device which will enter data or send data. You could also use some sensors, and so everything is defined right now, I think so. Green pin, red pin, okay. So if data pointer is equal to 1, we will digital write it to high. Basically we are turning on the red LED to high, else if anything else is coming to this feed or topic, we will make this pin to low. Simple. Okay, so we will make this low. Okay, now we need to set the same thing for green pin, so in green callback. Okay, so simply copy this one and paste it in this function, and all you need to do here is red to green, and also fine. So we have set the red callback, green callback, and both are also called from here, set callback, and we are subscribed to these topics. Let me check the reference sketch. Everything is looking fine. Okay, yeah, everything is good here. Now let me upload this sketch to our NodeMCU, then I will resume the session. There is an error right here, so basically I have missed this syntax, so let me correct this syntax. You need to put the pointer like this, since I am not coding too much in the C language. So upload it again. The sketch is uploaded now, and now we need to check if it is working fine. If we send data 1 to this topic, to this red feed, and there should be a red pin high, that is the red LED should be turned on. So we are sending data from this MQTT client, this one. This is MQTT box. Basically a MQTT box is a application, Chrome application or plugin of Chrome, and here you can access MQTT box, and after that you need to connect it to your Adafruit broker. All you need to do here is create MQTT client, select MQTT over TCP, select the broker name, which is, you can check it on the adafruit.io documentation, API documentation right here. If you open it and click on connection, MQTT connection details, you will get to know that the host information, the 188.3 port, or you will use this one, and the username and password. The username will be the same name which you signed up for this platform. In my case it is IoT_guy, and in password field you need to put the Adafruit AIO key, basically IO key, which is put here, which is this one username, and this is password. With these credentials you need to save and connect it, and you will be connected like this one, as I am connected now. And after that you need to create publisher and send data to these topics. This is the topic format of Adafruit, IoT_guy /feeds/red. This is the pre-default sets, and after that we have make basically red in this field. If you can see, I will click on the setting bar, and we have make this field red. So we need to send data to which topic? We need to send data to this /red topic, and so as we connect right here, we are similarly subscribing to the same topic. And now if we send data here, the red pin should be turned on. So let me first this is the demo. Okay, so also check here, and as we send data from here, if we send one, the red LED turned on here, as you can see, and in this hardware setup as well. And if we send green, publish one, the green is also turned on here and here as well. And now the third thing is, and the next thing is, we need to send data not by this client, by Alexa application. So we need to use IFTTT. So let's our sketch is complete. I will upload this sketch in my GitHub repository. You will find it in the name of Adafruit_IFTTT. Fine. So you will use it, and this is the sketch. And I have also written one more sketch. Check it, Alexa_IFTTT. This sketch is basically using MQTT.h library. This library is quite popular and is a good one. Similarly, in that sketch you are basically not doing many things, like everything is configured by very clearly, but in this sketch you need to know in more detail about MQTT and how you need to connect using this username, password, and you need to study the library first. This is the library I am using, and this is the library you should use actually. This one, 587 stars, it is written in C. So let's jump to IFTTT, and we are basically need to send data from IFTTT. We need to publish data from there. So we need to use applets there. So first IFTTT.com. we will turn off the demo now. This is the demo. The purpose of demo is complete. And okay, fine. So these are the already applets of the project I have already created, but we need to create new applets. First you need to create account here in IFTTT, and after that you are redirected to this dashboard, and click on this icon and click on this create button. Okay, it is if this then that. So if Alexa command is received, so first we need to, this will be of course Alexa. Okay, so Amazon Alexa will be if we say specific phrase like Alexa trigger plus the phrase that you have to define. Okay, So Alexa trigger party time. Okay, so we will define Alexa trigger on red. Fine. So we need to add on red here in this field. In the phrase field, we need to turn for making the red LED on. We will type on red. So the complete phrase will be Alexa trigger on red. Fine. Now click on create trigger. This will complete, and now you need to set that. And we are using Adafruit in that. This is the thing. And in my case, it will pop up this send data to Adafruit IO, but in your case, you need to first sign in to your Adafruit account using the username and password, and after that this will be there. And you need to click on send data to Adafruit IO, and all the feeds which are present in your application, basically all the topics are here, and we need to send data to red. Turn on red will turn the red data on. So data to save, the data you want to send. So we want to send one. Basically this will publish one to this dashboard on saying that phrase. Now click on create action. Okay, so your this trigger is created, and now this is basically an applet, and this applet is now created, and you can check the action, check it in action. So I need to first create other triggers also. So first go to home and trigger if Alexa trigger on red. Alexa trigger on red, this is the phrase. And in the demo I have said that trigger on or off green light, and in this one I am sending trigger on red, and this will send data 1 to this platform, to this broker, MQTT broker, and this broker is subscribed by this NodeMCU client. And as the data 1 comes here, the digital write pin will become high. Fine, you are understanding the basic flow. This is the mechanism of MQTT, so you will get the idea. And now we need to turn off the red, so we need to send 0. Fine. So let me create the 4 applets, and after that I will resume. Let me first create one applet of turning off red, then I will create for the green light. Fine. So first Alexa specific phrase. What is the phrase? So trigger of red, create trigger, and that will be Adafruit. That will send data to red, the same one, the previous one. This is the same feed, but now we are sending 0. Okay, click on create action. Let me check the session. Okay, create action will be clicked, and yeah, it's created. The applet is created. Okay, so we will jump to home, and let me create 2 more applets of green light, and then I will resume the session. Okay, so now you can see here, this is my phone screen, this one, and let me turn on the demo. Yeah, so this is the hardware setup, and we have created the applets, the 4 applets for turning on the red for the phrase Alexa trigger on red, trigger of red, trigger on green, trigger of green. Let's check it from our from this application, from this Alexa application. Okay, Alexa, trigger on red.
Sending that to IFAT.
So you can see here the red light of our hardware setup turned on, and the same can be visualized on the dashboard. Yeah, this one, this is the current time, and we will same send the green signal. We will send to this green LED as well. Alexa, send trigger to green.
Sending that to IFAT.
Yeah, so actually I have to set that, I have to say Alexa, trigger on green, but I have said something similar to it, that phrase. So Alexa will recognize it and behave in similar fashion. Okay, so if we need to turn off this red LED, we need to click on the application, click on this our application. All we need to, this message button type, Alexa, trigger off red,
Sending that to IFAT.
and the red will off. This is the thing. This is how everything works, and this is the first part, this is the second part. Okay, and in third part we will see this Synric API, Synric Pro, and we will turn off the green light, red light, servo. Okay, servo, these two lights, but the difference between these two things is that using IFTTT you can't set brightness, you can't set brightness to your lights. That is the demerit of IFTTT. Using Alexa, using Google Assistant you can do that, but using Alexa it is not possible right now to send the brightness or send some value, so that we can only send a specific value, like we can send 0 1. If something in a single phrase, in a single statement, to in a single voice command, basically we will we will send single value. That is the demerit, or you can say that is not a good thing, or it is removed. This demerit is removed by Synric Pro, which we will discuss in the second session. The method 2 is discussed, is complete now, and we will now discuss this first method, which is using Synric API. Synric is very cool API, very friendly one for connecting our Alexa, for connecting our Node MCU to Alexa, and send control the devices through voice commands on Alexa application. You need to search Synric here, and this is 195 stars. Synric Coco Papa, Amazon Alexa, and Google Home Action. Both these things can be integrated to ESP8266, and this is the code, and they provide code in Python for Raspberry Pi as well. You can do the same thing which I have done in this project using Raspberry Pi. All you need to do there is you need to use a library like PAHO MQTT for subscribing to this topic, and you can easily connect there. With Python, and similar thing can be controlled using Raspberry Pi as well. So this is the whole project. Using IFTTT and Adafruit.io. In the next tutorial or session, we will discuss the Synric Pro. This is a very cool API, and you can send various types of data. Like if I will say a voice command of set brightness to 130, set brightness to 50%, then the brightness of LED will be set to 50%, and all these things we will discuss these things and see the demo in next session. Thank you for joining me, and keep subscribing, and at least like the video. That will boost my confidence, and this will be very helpful for growing the reach of the channel, because the channel has surpassed 100 subscribers, but we are growing very we are not growing that fast, so you need to support the channel so that I can make similar type of videos. Thank you.